Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Josh. This is Fitness253 for another episode of Cheat Meals. Now, the other day I made a meal prep with pasta, 2 different types, and it was ridiculously good. Felt kind of bad I didn't put it on the channel because it turned out so well. So I thought I'd hit you guys with one of the favorites on the channel, protein pudding. Chocolate pudding, and I got vanilla protein over there. But I didn't want to do something boring. We've already done that before. I'm going to make it interesting. And as luck would have it, I inherited 35 pounds of peanut butter over here, so I want to incorporate that. So what we're going to do is line the bottom half of this pie shell with a good probably a ½ inch of peanut butter, and then top it with our protein chocolate pudding mix, and that should be pretty good. I'm going to walk you guys through it step by step, that way you guys can make this at home, because if you haven't made protein pudding by now, I think I've done it 2, maybe 3 ways on the channel. It's amazing, it's super easy, it's protein packed, it's a good little cheat dessert that kind of helps you get past those little bumps of eating those meal preps over and over and over. Breaks up the monotony, definitely fun, and it's kind of only a quasi cheat because it's got usually between 10 and 15 grams of protein per individual serving, which is pretty good. That's like a little healthy snack that kind of boosts your morale. Let's start with the first step, which is pouring 6 cups of milk into a already pre-measured container, making it that much easier. Now luckily I measured beforehand. I know that my Keurig carafe thing holds 6 cups exactly to this inner line, which is good because that way I don't have to measure it over and over and over again. Boom, 6 cups. Easy enough. We're gonna set that aside. So now what I got here is a hack to working with peanut butter. Now if I were to just scoop this peanut butter and try to put it into this really fragile crust, it's gonna destroy it just because it's so sticky. So how you can mitigate that is by taking your awesome 35 pounds of peanut butter, scooping it into a glass bowl or a microwave safe bowl. No, we're not going to microwave the peanut butter. If you watch one of my meal preps, you know exactly how that turns out. We're going to add a bunch of this peanut butter in here. Stick that in there. What we're going to do is called a double boiler. Now that might be a little bit too complicated for a lot of those guys out there who don't know culinary art stuff, but you know, I learned from Rachel Ray and Gordon Ramsay. They taught me everything I know. So what you're going to do is take another glass bowl, fill it halfway with water, and you're going to submerge this in that bowl. But first, we're going to heat this up in the microwave for like 3 minutes. You just want that water to be nice and warm. That way, when it hits the bottom side of the peanut butter, it doesn't burn the peanut butter, it just softly heats it. We'll stir it up and be able to pour it right in there. If you ever put peanut butter on your pancakes, which hopefully you have because it's amazing, and you notice that the peanut butter melts, it's because the pancake's hot, the peanut butter's not, bam, the peanut butter melts. Same principle, we're just going a little bit more laboratory style with the double boiler. Second thing we're going to do is start opening all this stuff up. Luckily enough, this is the cook and serve one. Could not be easier. You literally open these up, pour it in the awesome little kettle we have right here, stir it until it becomes thick, and you have pudding. Literally a 7-year-old can make this, which is right up my alley and knowledge of cooking, so that's good. Just gonna throw that down here. Alright, so that's easy enough. Back the camera up here. So we're gonna add, let's make sure we're in focus. So we got both of those pudding mixes in here. We are gonna add the 6 cups of milk straight to it, making sure not to spill. Easy enough. To the protein. Again, I can't tell anyone enough that this is the best trick you can do for your protein. I want to see in the comments that you guys are doing that now because it's super good. I'm going to go ahead and count that as a scoop. So that's 2 scoops of 25 grams of protein per one. Obviously 25 and 25 is 50, and we're going to start stirring this up. Which is good because that's about to be done. here. Hopefully it doesn't splash over. Perfect. Fully expected that to splash hot water everywhere, but we're gonna stir this up real quick. Get it a little bit integrated before we turn that heat on. That way we're not trying to beat the clock on getting this all to incorporate. All right, so direction time. Medium heat, easy enough. Boom, that goes there. Medium heat. Let's get a spoon. Hopefully you guys can't hear my neighbor's dog is going absolutely crazy outside right now. It's gonna spill. But we're ready for that, that's all right. So as you can imagine, there was some accidental spillage with hot water. That's understandable. Let that hot water melt the peanut butter slowly. Set it aside, let it do its thing, and we're gonna start working on stirring this up. All right, so we are gonna stir this up here. Surprisingly, you don't have to add any extra milk when you're doing this. Something about those milk proteins just make it loose enough to where you don't have to add more milk. So that peanut butter is heating up right there. Hopefully that'll be nice and a little bit more workable when we're done stirring this up. So I'm gonna continue to stir this and stir the peanut butter at the same time. I'll catch you guys in a second when this starts to get nice and thick in that pudding type consistency. If you didn't want to know why the pan was sitting on the counter, I hit the spatula with a little bit of pan just so the peanut butter wouldn't stick. It didn't work. Peanut butter is too damn sticky. But while we're waiting for this to kind of heat up, I have a little bit of time. You don't have to stir it crazy consistency. We're gonna work on spreading this awesome peanut butter as evenly as possible on the bottom. Never waste it, put it back in the container. Absolutely love that 35-pound thing of peanut butter. Best investment by far of a lifetime. Would recommend to a friend. We have this going. That's nice and even. It's probably about a quarter, maybe even half of an inch thick of peanut butter. It's gonna be awesome. Don't know that this is all going to fit in there. I didn't even measure that ahead of time, but if we have to have it a little bit on the side too, okay, that's cool. Pudding will never go to waste. Real quickly, while we're waiting for this, I'm trying to do a little bit of no editing on this video. I'm bound to mess up and get tongue-tied and screwed up, so might be a little bit of editing, not much. That fast forward doesn't count as an edit, but it did save you watching me like stir for 5 minutes. We're getting to that pudding consistency, and there's a fine line between pudding thick and pudding burnt, so we're gonna hopefully skirt that line nice and thin right here. My arm's getting tired as well, which is good. All right, that was good. Get it in here. Hey, just like that, we're done. What do you get when you mix 12 pounds of vanilla protein, 2 packs of chocolate pudding, 35 pounds of peanut butter, and a pie shell? Bam, you get boiling hot chocolate vanilla protein pie with the bottom layer of peanut butter. It smells good. I would try it, but this is literally chocolate napalm right now, and I'm not trying to go to the hospital and explain that to a nurse anytime soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Try this at home. Try, even if you don't go crazy with the 35 pounds of peanut butter, try protein and pudding. I guarantee you'll like it. It's one of those things that now every time I bring it to work, people go crazy for it because it's super good. It's honestly not that bad for you. It's got a good amount of protein per serving. Probably about 10 grams, 7 grams of protein per one. It's not that bad. Peanut butter is pretty damn healthy for you, and honestly, the pudding is fat-free and it has 7 grams of carbs. You can't really go against that very much, especially for a cheat dessert. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like button for some more cheat desserts. As always, take it easy.